The ultimatum that most men will come to face with, and I just gotta let you know before so you can start wrapping your mind around it so you can make the best decision possible. Before I jump into it, my name is Mahar Rakah. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I know it ain't much, but you hear though, you know what I'm saying? So if it's your first time on the channel, we predominantly talk about polygyny, entrepreneurship, and self-development. So if you are interested in those things, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. And of course, like it, you know what I'm saying? You here, you might as well like it. Moving past the intro, look, there's something that you need to be aware of. You might already know about it, but for y'all who don't know about it, listen. When you start doing polygyny, you start pursuing polygyny, and you already have a woman, this is something that a lot of men are faced with. And a lot of niggas, let's just be honest, a lot of y'all niggas are soft and weak, and y'all ain't got the balls, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got the courage, the strength, the bravery to go through with it. Why? Because you get hit with the ultimatum. The ultimatum is, if you go talk to that woman, I'm leaving. This is a threat or ultimatum that a woman that you are dealing with will express to you in effort, in hopes to stop you from being polygynous, to stop you from pursuing other women. And I mean, on her end of the deal, this is a sweet deal from her end. And what she been taught? She been taught monogamy. This makes sense for her. If she can get you to be exclusive to her, she can have all of your time to herself, all of your resources, your money, your attention, your affectionate, your dick, everything. If she can get you to just not do that, why wouldn't she? She gets everything now. She gets everything. She gets all of you. You know what I'm saying? So in her mind, she thinks this is the best deal. She don't understand what polygyny really has to offer, what it really brings to her table. How can it enrich her life? You know, how can it enrich y'all children and y'all legacy and y'all financially? She can't wrap her head around that because she was taught monogamy. That's all she was taught in movies and just growing up. That's all she knows. So anyways, moving past that, chances are very high if you have a heterosexual woman, meaning a woman who only likes men, she's not gay or bisexual or none of that crazy shit. She just like men. And she only wants one man. And she don't want to be with no other girl. She's probably going to say, no, I don't want you to have another woman. And if you say, you know, I'm going to do it anyway, that might be enough to just end the whole thing right now. She might pack up and go. Or if you living with her, she going to kick your ass to the curb and you going to get out. You're going to pack up and go. Side note, never move in with a woman. Period. Don't challenge me on this. Don't debate me on this. Never move in with a woman. Period. The end. The end. Moving from the side note, if you stay with her, you're going to get kicked out. Period. You're not really in position to be chasing polygyny or pursuing polygyny if you don't have your structure set up. You ain't got your own house. You got your own means of transportation. You ain't got your own money. Chasing polygyny is not good for you. This is what I noticed. This is what I experienced. I'm just here to let you know before you go through it. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, getting back to the main point. You just bringing this to the table might be enough to end the relationship. If it isn't built on a strong foundation, y'all don't have a good, what do they call it? Y'all don't have good communication. You can't just bring hard topics to the table, serious topics that you are passionate about. You can't really just have these conversations with her without her being extremely offended, taking it extremely personal, and shutting down and walking away from the conversation or leaving your eyes. So in this case, you just having this idea, she gonna be upset. You hear me? Just you having this idea, it'll ruffle some feathers. Cause hold on, nigga, you've been thinking about who is what? Women don't even like you thinking anything like this. They don't even like that. They don't appreciate you using your head and thinking about polygyny and another woman. This make them feel a lot of different emotions. A lot of them. And they not finna try and rationalize these motherfuckers. They finna just go with their emotions. So this might be enough to break the relationship. I said that like 10 times, but I really just want y'all to be prepared. And if it don't break it just yet, she's gonna put you in this box. She really wants you to herself. She still love you. You know what I'm saying? She want to be with you. She want to, you know what I'm saying, make this work. But the only way it can work for her is if you agree to her terms to not talk to other women, period. That's what she coming with. Most of these women are coming just like that. And a lot of y'all niggas gonna frail up. Don't frail up. Don't be scared. Don't be a scary ass nigga. Don't be a scary nigga. I know it's scary. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. You love her. That's one thing women don't understand. We actually do. They don't really understand how much you do love them. That's a real thing. So it's gonna hurt. The thought of you really losing, or you don't be the nigga who don't think she won't leave. This is serious right here. If she puts you in this ultimatum, don't play this like it's just a bluff. You know what I'm saying? How do I make these connections real quick? I'm gonna make this as simple as I can. If she's saying that she's gonna leave, if you talk to another woman, believe her. She's probably going to leave. I'm not saying she'll never come back, but I'm saying she's probably going to leave. And if y'all got kids, she's probably going to take the kids. And if she want to, she probably going to put you on child support. I mean, everything can go to shit from this position right here. So, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I know everybody's situations look different, but I know sometimes it's easier for younger men because there's less strings attached. Their lives are not as deeply intertwined. You might not have children with this woman yet. Y'all might not be sharing bank accounts, and I don't know what all y'all sharing, but y'all might not be married legally on paper with the government. Y'all might not be, have a joint mortgage or whatever the case. So if you're younger, this is usually easier for you to stomach if she do leave. Usually it's easier to stomach. You know what I'm saying? But this is my advice because most of y'all niggas, y'all just scary. Stop being scary. You're a scary ass nigga. You faint heart. And if you bring this shit up to your woman and you don't stand on business, and she can stand on her business even tougher, even stronger, and she can swing her sword, throw her weight around and say, nigga, look, I'ma leave. And you say, oh no, babe, don't leave. And you might not do it like that, but at the end of the day, she got what she wanted. She made your ass sit down, stop thinking dumb shit, get back in your place, nigga. And she running the show. Just to be honest, at the end of the day, she can always pull out this trump card and say, I'ma leave. Do what I say or I'ma leave. And you always gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You're not leading the household if she can pull out this trump card and get you to move how she wanna move. It ain't worth it, bro. You don't want no woman who can control you, who you're afraid of losing her. Look, you got the wrong mentality already. That's weakness. I'm not saying you can't love a woman. I'm not saying you can't want her to be your wife forever or whatever. I'm just saying this mindset, I can't live without you mindset. Look, women not even attracted to that kind of shit. Women say they want a nigga like that, but they're not. And they might in word, but that's not really what builds up arousal and attraction. Women want a leader. Women want somebody who's better than them, who's stronger than them, who's faster than them, who's more intelligent than them, who's more disciplined, who's more consistent, who can lead them on a spiritual level, spirituality, all of it. Women want somebody who's superior. And if you a weak ass nigga, it ain't gonna never hit. And if you're afraid to lose her, it ain't gonna never hit. She needs to be afraid of losing you. That's how it hits. Because you're the leader. You're supposed to build yourself up to where you have so much character, so much morality, so much value. That's the word. You got so much value. You got values in this department, physically, values in this department, mentally, values in this department, spiritually, values in this department, emotionally, and you just got so much value as a man. She like, damn, this is a good man. I'm cool with being with him. I'ma follow him. I'ma let this man lead me. He like that. That's the kind of man you need to be. If you got this mindset, I can't lose her, she's the best thing that ever happened to me, she's already gone. Chances is you don't have her. Chances is she not listening to you. Chances is she not submissive to you. Chances are high that's most of the niggas with this mentality is simped out. They cooked, they ain't got wisdom, they ain't got enough knowledge. They don't know how to handle themselves. They don't know how to handle their wives. They don't know how to handle their children. A lot of things like that is going on in America. So that's what they taught us. They taught us to be some pushover, rollover, weak ass. You know what? So if you really desire polygyny, you know this is what you desire. I'm not talking about a quick, what do they call it? Phase. It's not a phase. Something that you know this is really your life. This is really how you cut. You cut like this. And you know you can handle it. You know you can handle multiple women. You know you can handle all of the emotions. You know you can handle jealousy. Not only can you handle it, you want two wives. It's a part, and you ready to deal with whatever come with it. This is gonna be stuff that come with it. Just how stuff that come with just dealing with one woman. You counted the cost. You know you finna dig your feet in the sand and you finna anchor yourself. You hear me? Unmovable. This is how I'm standing 10 toes down for the whole time, the whole ride. I done got cooked being in a polygynous marriage, leading two wives. Like, it's fiery. It's a lot of different trials. You learning two different women. Like, I'm getting so much experience in a year. One man getting experience with one woman, I'm getting double. One man having problems with a wife in a year, I'm having double. But the good times that you having with a woman, I'm having double. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting a lot of experience. If that's something that you know that you want, when you bring this to her and she threaten you or make this ultimatum or try and, you know what I'm saying, deter what you really want, what you going after, how you trying to take the family, the direction you trying to take the family or take your family, don't allow this ultimatum to stop it. You know, a lot of niggas gonna fail right here. They ain't got the bravery. They ain't got the courage. They're afraid. Why wouldn't she? Shit. If I put myself in a woman's position, y'all been together for a year or two, things is going well, y'all love each other, and then you talking about polygyny, nigga, that ain't how we started this. And like, I love you, bro, but on a scale of 1 to 10, you like a 6. In her mind, she's thinking like, I can find another nigga with the same amount of value as you, if not better. And I can get him to be monogamous. So why would I settle for you? This is how women gonna look at it. It might not be these same words, but this is kind of what she's thinking. Like, I don't have to deal with this. I can go somewhere else. I can find another man who wants to be monogamous, and you know what I'm saying? He might be taller than you. Now you're cooked. You hear what I'm saying? Now you're chopped. A lot of women gonna think like that. This is why I tell y'all, watch my YouTube, but this is why I tell people in person, one of the first things you gotta do when you're talking to a new woman is let her know that you're polygynous. even if you don't plan on using it in 3 months, 6 months, a year, just plant them seeds and let her know early as possible, like, hey, I'm polygynous. That's my nature. I you know what I'm saying? I'm extremely loyal. I can do et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm gonna be honest, it's not even that a woman not good enough or such or such. I literally just desire to have multiple wives, and that's my God-given right. So before we get serious or take this to the next level, I just want you to know, like, that's me. That's who I am. I'm polygynous. I desire to have multiple wives. That's what I desire. That's who I am. That's who you're looking at right now. That's me. If you don't have these kind of conversations with her early, then you're going to run this risk times 3. But if you letting her know early, she knows what she's getting herself involved with. A lot of these women, if you just give them the option up front, let them know what they're dealing with, you know, a lot of them are still like, go. A lot of them are still like, deal with it. Especially if you're being real. Especially if you're being real. You're not being weird. You're just being real. You're not doing too much. You're just letting them know. You're giving them their options up front. Let them make their choice. Don't rob them of their choice. Don't try and trick a woman into polygyny. Don't be no weirdo ass nigga, man. This video going too long, man. I hope that this video provided you with some insight and some value. You hear me? Some value. Build up your bravery and your courage when you're dealing with these women. Don't be a weak ass nigga. Don't be soft. And don't let her stop you from pursuing polygyny. If you know deep down in your bones, you hear me? You know it in your bones that you polygynous by nature, and that's something that you want. That's who you are, and you're going to deal with whatever it come with. Stand on business. Don't let her stand on business harder than you and deter your real objective and your desire. You know what I'm saying? Don't let her stop that. It ain't never gonna hit if you let a woman pull this ultimatum out on you. And it can be any ultimatum. I'm gonna leave. And she threatening you with that. Hey, I'm not into people breaking up happy homes. I'm not into a woman leaving her husband, but I'm also not with a woman taking a man's strength away. I'm also not with a woman mounting herself up and putting herself over her husband, over her king. You know what I'm saying? That's not even befitting. That's not it either. So hopefully these words, y'all can find the balance in between them, the wisdom in it, and you can utilize it in your situation, which is unique in your situation to the best of your ability. And y'all already know, man, I'm a hard Rakah. If you found value in it, like it, share, comment, send it to a friend who's interested in polygyny. Until next time, man, Shalom.